what's up, y'all? I know y'all like getting tired of this, but I'm like, oh boy, whew, man, oh man, it's 4:30 in the morning, man. I ain't listen. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up. Whatever I gotta do today, I'll be finished at 4:30. I'll be finished at 4:30. Yeah, shit, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening and shit. I'll be massaging my leg, got my little weight, lifting it a little bit and shit. She gonna put me right back to sleep, and then I'm gone somewhere. You Anyway, listen. Sometimes I like to think. I like to think. I like to think. I like to figure things out. You see, you know, because I'm me, and I'm all I have. You see, but you know, brother was talking about Adam and Eve. You see, he's talking about Adam and Eve. Before Eve, he was, you know, all these other things that he was choosing for, for a helpmate, to help him. You see, to help him in his daily life, whatever type of help the brother needed. You see, and he rejected all of them. But when he saw this chick, you see, he saw this chick that came from him. You see, you know, what did he see? They used to say Adam and Eve. Huh? So what was it? What was it? Nothing out here could help him. Only thing that could help him was himself. So, so a great something had to extract himself out of him and present himself or present itself before him. You see, you see, and the self that was before him uh, was full of transgressions. You see, was full of some type of transgressions, however it may be. You see, it was the opposite of him. You see, Adam had the law, and she was the contrary. So, so if so, Adam had the law, and she was the contrary. So, What did Adam have? Did Adam have lust over her to where he couldn't? The laws got cloudy inside of him. You see, because there was a tree in the midst of these things, and he wasn't supposed to talk to it. He wasn't supposed to communicate with it. He wasn't supposed to feed from it. You see, but he did anyway. You see, his other self. You see, his other self wanted to know about this tree. You see, so you get Adam. You see, Adam is the first tree. You know, talking about the living being with the flesh. Adam is that first tree, and then you have his contrary. And his contrary go over here to this other tree. They sopping it up. They doing what they do. You see, he's his other half is getting information from this big ass tree. You know, it has a lot of fruits in it. You see what I'm saying? This other tree got a lot of fruits and shit. So his other half is like, you know, like cool, you know, whatever. You see, and shit. And so here's Adam over here. You see, he don't know what to do. He's full of these laws. You see, but here's the contrary over there. You know, they you know, whoever's in this tree is breaking everything down. You see, esoteric and all this metaphysics and all type of shit. You know, see, she's learning everything from this tree bro over here. You see, you know, from this tree. Is the tree a female? Is it a female tree? Could be a female tree. You see, I don't know, but for some reason, Eve was attracted to it. You see, Eve was attracted to that tree, and Adam couldn't do a damn thing about it. You see, but Adam needed something to grow from. You see, he needed something to grow from, and it had to be done in the physical. You see, Adam had to go through some shit so he can learn from that shit. You see, you see, but that tree. They called that tree. They gave that tree the lower rim. They called that tree or a low foundation. They called it Hezekiah. Hezekiah was talking to his contrary. You see, just talking to himself, talking to his other half, basically. You see, Hezekiah was. You see, was talking to his other half. So you have himself, and then you have two. You see, you have two. That's going to always be with her. You see, she sees the other one. His other half sees the other one. Adam don't see the other one. You see, Adam only see himself. He don't see that other creation. I mean, you know, the what created him. He don't see it. But she does. You see? She does. So all of Adam's life, they're gonna be two. There's gonna be two. Is that a Gemini? Is Adam fucking with a Gemini? But anyway, listen. Or a Pisces. Could be. You know, or a scale. You see? Scales and shit. You see? You know. Not the fish scales. I'm talking about, you know. Yeah. Um that's wild. That's something because look, if if she had she has children, you see, by Adam's seed and another seed, if I'm not mistaken. There was two different type of seeds that was in her womb. Two different type of seeds that was in her womb. So these two seeds that was in her womb, you see, you see, one was uh what was them boys' names? You see, what was them boys' name? Uh was it Seth and Cain? You see? Cain killed his brother. Cain killed his brother, huh? And so Cain cut out. He created a city. You see? I think. Did Enoch, Noah, and all these beings come from that bloodline of Cain? Or did it come from the Adam? You see? Where did it come from? Where did it come from? Where all this shit come from? Did he come from Adam? We're gonna bypass all the stuff that Cain did. So we're gonna bypass all this placement and say Adam did it. How did Adam get there? How did Adam make all this stuff happen? What was the plan? What was the plan? I'm saying, what was the plan? You see, what was the plan? It's all, if everything's happening because of Adam, what was the plan? What did Adam have inside of him? You see, what was contrary to Adam? Who was disobedient? Who drove themselves to promote this action? You see, who done the action? Who went up to the tree and was eating with it? You see, who did that? His other half, right? Or his rib, right? So this rib, this living being, this living water, you see, was giving water to this tree. So this tree was giving it back knowledge and wisdom. You see, knowledge and wisdom. So this tree had a book of the knowledge of what good is and what bad is. What's inside of the good? How do you make things happen to make it good? Where were you before you became the good? It became the good. Did it start off being good? What happened to the bad? Did it start off being bad? What made it become bad? Where was it at before it became bad? Was it good? You see, was it good? Who separated these two things but didn't give you its steps to how it became good? Didn't give you its steps on how it became bad. So the steps comes as life goes on by these experiences, right? But who was in that tree? You see, who was in that tree? Adam got a womb on his side, on his rib. You see, who stuck him in the rib? It's something in all this living water coming out. Remember when Mama, pushed us out, and all that blood and water came out of Mama? You see? I'm just trying. Listen. I'm just trying to listen. Look. I have to stay. I have to stay close to the living. I have to stay close to the living, because if I put myself inside of the program or inside of the scripts, I become a thespian. When I become a thespian, I'll be acting. When I see something that could be real, I don't know how to take it, because it's not in the script. It's not written. So I am pre-programming myself to participate in what these bodies call a metaverse. You see, I'm already there. I'm already there. So I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be this robotic. I'm gonna be this artificial light inside of this world. You see, inside of this world, hell, I gotta get my shit up right now to buy me some property up in there. You see, I gotta see what it's gonna look like. How much the metaverse would cost and the plumbing and electricity. You see, it's because it's gonna cost. You see, whoever's making these things, worth something, you're gonna pay for it because you're gonna have to live in it. You see, that's where your money gonna be at. You see, ask crypto. You know what I'm saying? Ask the gigabytes. Shit. You see, I'm just talking to you. You see, I'm just talking to you. So out of all those other trees, you know what I'm saying, you could have ate from them trees, but you just didn't eat from this. You wanted to eat this one. Your other half wanted to eat this one to get the world, to ignite the world. To ignite the world. Whose world? What world? You see? You got the tree of life. You got the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You got the tree of life. You got the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That sound like two trees. So this tree have life. This tree has left and right. The knowledge of good and evil. You see, in order to learn the knowledge of good and evil, you're going to have to do this. You see, you're going to have to read these books. You're going to have to read these scriptures. You're going to have to rehearse it. You're going to have to go over and over and over again and teach those that come after you. So about time you get up here and something come down to you or something, say, what's up, y'all? You're going to look at him. And you're going to say he's bugged out or he's crazy, or she's bugged out or she's crazy. You see? You ain't going to be able to understand or comprehend the living that's before you. You see, you ain't going to be able to do it because it's not scripted. You see, it's not scripted. You ain't doing what everybody else do. You a failure out here in Hezekiah's world. So therefore, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing not to participate. You see, in this shit out here, it's bad. It's horrible. You see? There's no excuses. You see? There's no excuses. I'm going to take this body and I'm going to give it something. I'm going to give it a black thing. And I'm going to make this black thing, you see, support everybody else on this planet. You see? But I'm going to make them hate each other. They will never work for each other. They will never do nothing for each other on a micro scale. Yeah, on a micro scale because it's business. That's all it is business. It don't have nothing to do with humanity. It's business. You see? You see? And if you don't believe me, just look at what they wear. Look at what they promote. Look at what they advertise. And they call it hate. Look at what they advertise. They call it hate. They even put the title of God. They look. They say God is this and God is that. You see? But they're promoting Hezekiah. You see? They say God blessed them to walk with Hezekiah. You see? So they advertise these clothes. They advertise all these things. And they call you a hater for talking about it. They'll mention a name called Jesus. You see? And say Jesus blessed them. So this Latin cat blessed them. The same body, the same mass of people that massacred millions of your ancestors here. You see? In that name. And they loving it. And they look at you and hate you because you creeping. You creeping like a thief in the night. A thief don't have no authority. He don't have this. He don't have that. He don't have nothing. He just pops the fuck up. He just pops the fuck up knowing some shit. Where he getting his information from? Whose book that is he reading from? No, he's living. And he's living. He's just talking about his mamas and his pops. pops. He just putting shit together. He got a grandfather and a grandmama. He just putting shit together. He have a great grandmother and a great grandfather. He just putting shit together. You see what I'm saying? And before them, and before them, and before them, and before them, and before them. You see what I'm saying? He just standing in line. He ain't putting nothing. He ain't dressing it up. All that type of shit. I'm not gonna be a star of that motherfucking Christmas tree. You see, upside down Christmas tree. You see, because every single individual is the apex. You see, call you a star out this motherfucker. You see, you a star, and all your ancestors and shit are the little trinkets and shit that you put around that motherfucking tree, making them shine and all this other type of shit. You see, and so they commercialize it, and now here you are, being you.